Welcome to Brown's Rod and Custom, your home for street rods, muscle cars, and Volkswagen content. This is my dad, Big Ron. He's our body man and fabricator. This is my beautiful wife, Megan, our editor-in-chief and supporter. And this is me, Adam, the designer and mechanic for our projects. If you find our videos helpful, like and subscribe for more content. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Brown's Rod and Custom. Happy Tuesday. It's about 8 a.m. here in Tampa, and Tampa area, I should say. And we are getting ready to start sanding again, which is exciting. More sanding. Let me show you what we got here. So, driver's side of the thing, we're pretty good, with the exception of the fenders. Passenger side of the thing, show you where we're at here. We're almost pretty good. This door is great. The other doors, this one, we got a lot of work to do there. Hood is feeling pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and block the rest of the hood and then get that spot filled and tweaked and where it needs to be and back on the car. And then that's done. All of this is pretty close other than spot filling, which will be a whole nother day. There'll be a whole day full of just spot filling on this body to get it ready. But today, the hope is this. Ron's gonna start on that door. I'm gonna get this block sanded. The hope is to have the hood done and that door done by lunch. If we can get that done, then we're gonna come over here and we're going to get these rear fenders and start getting them ready. They're not that bad, so it shouldn't take that long. I will go to the hardware store, get the bolts and washers and nuts and all the things, and then that I need to mount the front and rear fenders. I'm going to chase all of these threads here, there. Now, I do need to come in here. If you guys can, it's just terrible light. Right here, I need to sand this down because, like I was saying before, like from here down didn't exist. We made this, so I got a little bit of all metal there. I need to get straightened up, but otherwise, the channel looks pretty good. So we're good there. Wheel well looks great, other than that little deal there. So we got to take care of that. But today I'm going to take care of this little spot here. I don't think we'll get to the rust repair yet, but hopefully we can get some fenders mounted on this thing. That's the hope. Fenders ready to prime and mounted, just to make sure they fit. They've never been on this car. They didn't come off of this car. They came off a thing, a 73 thing, but they've never been on this one. And I want to make sure everything bolts up the way it's supposed to. That way if there's any weird work we need to do, we can do it now. We are moving as fast as we possibly can to get this painted. That is our goal in life. I do have up here, show you guys, this is the next primer that's going to go on it. Evercoat Slick Sand. It's polyester primer surfacer. It's going to be gray. We've used it in the past on our street rods. On where'd it go? On this guy back in the day, and my coupe, which looks just like that. Some of you in the Tampa area might know my old Model A coupe as Maybell. The guy that I sold it to passed away. They sold it to somebody else in California, and it made its way to Tampa somehow. And this guy's parents, from what I understand, bought it for him for a Christmas present, which is amazing. And anyway, he just sold it, I think. But if you do have Maybell, reach out. I wouldn't, if you want to get rid of Maybell, I might buy it back from you. I wouldn't mind having my old car back. From what I've seen, as of a couple months ago, it's still in pretty good shape. So if you're watching this and you own Maybell, a black bill rail flamed 1930 Ford Model A 5-window coupe with gold leaf on the grill shell, an amazing gold leaf mural basically on the trunk lid. In the corner it says built by Ron Brown and Sons, and signed by Bill Rail. I'd like to talk to you. So let me know if you're out there. Reach out to me at brownsrodandcustom@gmail.com. Otherwise, guys, we are going to get this going. I think today too I'm going to take the cover off of this and give you guys a more in-depth look at the Chrysler. Kind of play with that for a second a little bit. As you can see, it has a new car cover. Yesterday we had kind of high winds in the afternoon, and I came back from lunch and it was ripped in half. So that car cover got thrown away. This one actually usually covers the 40. So, but it at least has windows in it. The Chrysler doesn't have any windows in it right now, and it does have my 2 front seats in it. So trying to keep it from becoming a complete, bathtub when it rains. So anyway, guys, that's what we have. Another beautiful day here in Tampa, Florida area. It's going to be real hot and muggy. It's damp out here already. So see what we can do. I'm going to put this camera down and get to work before it gets hot. And I'll take another video at lunch and then another one at the end of the day, show you what we got done. Hopefully the hood's back on it, and hopefully the roof fenders are on it, and that door. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching Brown's Rod and Custom, and we'll see you in a couple hours at lunchtime. Have a good one. Happy Tuesday. Hey everybody, welcome back to Brown's Rod and Custom. We are currently, just like a Major League Baseball team, we are rained out. Welcome to Florida. So, as you can see, the frame's not there anymore. It's back inside, so it didn't get drowned. Good news, the hood is block sanded. I need to prime it again. I just need more material on it. I had a couple places I just wasn't very happy with, so we're actually gonna run up to Auto Body Express here in a minute, pick up another gallon of the U-Pole high build primer, and do that. And then yeah, but I just thought I'd show you. This is what we're dealing with here in Florida. We got a line of storms coming through off the Gulf, and the Gulf's that way. So if you look at it, those clouds are all going that way. So here we are. So yeah, another exciting day. I think what time is it? It's like 11 o'clock. So at 11 o'clock we're rained out. We're gonna run to the Auto Body Express, get some primer, and yeah, door's looking a lot better. It's close. So hopefully within the next 2 hours he'll have this done, and I say 2 hours only because we're going to Auto Body Express. And then there's the man, the myth, the legend, Big Ron. There he is. But and then that door will be on here, and then we'll be rocking. This slows us down a little bit because I need that out there to give me room to work. But Ron's got enough room right here, he can do his thing. So we'll figure it out. But that's what we got at the moment, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for watching Brown's Rod and Custom, and we'll get back with you in a little bit with another update. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Brown's Rod and Custom. We had an interesting day. We kind of got rained out basically from lunchtime till about 3 o'clock. But we did get some things done. Not as much as we wanted, but we got some things done. And something came in the mail a minute ago, which is great, which is the title and bill of sale for the 58 Apache, which is great. That was all part of the deal when we bought the truck. So Brandon Bergman, thank you so much. Really appreciate you being true to your word there. But yeah, so let me show you what we got done, and then I'll kind of show you what we bought and what we're kind of thinking here and kind of where this day has taken us. So bear with me here. I'm gonna flip this around. Okay. So, hood, let's start there. The hood is blocked, okay? We had a dent here that figured out. So filled that. This hood, the next step for this hood is going to be slick sand. So it's going to get heavy primed next. That's the next thing going on with this hood. That way I can block it. And honestly, it might get primed again after that. But it's 75% ready for paint. What else do we do? This door, nightmare door, is looking pretty good. So we're doing good there. It's ready for primer. Had a big ass dent right here. But we took care of that. Gonna get some heavy primer on this and basically block it and then probably do some more work on it. So still working on that door, but it is, I'd say that door's 85% ready for paint. The other 3 doors are good to go. We did get the fenders are sitting here ready to go for tomorrow. Ron's gonna start on the fenders tomorrow. We did chase the threads on all of the fender bolts, fender nuts, I guess you'd call it. We're gonna probably go to Roll King, pick up the, we know what size bolts we need. We're gonna go pick them up from there tomorrow. I gotta do a little bit of running tomorrow, so I'll probably pick those up. And you think I need 30 bolts and washers. So hopefully we'll be able to get the fenders, the hood, and that door heavy primed here in the next couple days, and keep rolling on that. This car, you know, we pulled it out of a guy's backyard, and it just kind of, honest to God, if you go back and watch the first 2 or 3 videos of this where we take the body off the frame, and I mean, the fact that this is sitting here like this is incredible. The floors were gone. It was just the outline. The Napoleon's hat was rotted off. The tunnel was okay, sort of. It needed some repair on the right where the floor meets it. I mean, there was a lot here, guys, that you know, we're saving it. But honestly, if I had to do another one, I'd probably pick a better one and pay more money for it. But it would just save a ton of work. But kind of where we're at on that. So yeah, so that's kind of where we're at. Tomorrow's going to be trying to get the roof fenders done, get the door, the hood's done for now, and see if we can't get those fenders mounted up in the rear here, get everything kind of where it needs to be. We have to drill a hole here and put a nutsert in here for the bottom bolt on both sides for the fenders, and just all around make sure that they fit. Everything is stock and perfect as far as the opening all the way around to here. So in theory, stock fenders should fit. Reality, we'll see what happens. But we'll make them fit. And so there's that. Something else that's happened today that's very exciting. Actually, I'm gonna take you in here and show you. My beautiful wife, Megan, has been working on the seats. So I'm gonna kind of show you where we're at. So kind of here's what we got, guys. Move this out of the way. So this, you're looking at this, just kind of figure, right? So this is the, I think it might be the driver's seat. This is what the seats look like. No headrests. So the headrests are going to be gone, but you're going to have this material like so. And then you're going to have this here. She made the sides. The black pleather. Yeah, this is for the other side, but you kind of get the idea. So we're getting somewhere. She's making all these pieces. She's doing such a good job. New foam, all the things. She's really, really impressed with her. She's doing an amazing job. And honey, if you watch this, I love you. You're doing fantastic. So that's another thing going on in the background, guys. You can see she does all kinds of sewing and stuff. So we have that rolling. And then I want to pick your all's brain. Something that has nothing to do with the thing. Let's talk 58 Apache. So, trying to decide what I should do here. As far as paint and rust removal, okay? I do not have a place to sandblast where I would do it. There's just nowhere to do it. My neighbors would murder me. But what we do have is there's a company a couple hours from here that does the dipping, where they dip it in the vat of acid or whatever and it eats it all off. And we did that before. I've had a car with that before. My flamed Model A coupe that you guys have seen, we dipped that body, fenders, so on, and it came back amazing. I mean, literally bare metal, which would be huge for us. My wife, Megan, feels like that would be beneficial to do, especially for the channel, for you guys to see that process. I mean, that's something where I would talk to them and see if I couldn't record some of it, or at least do a shop tour of us dropping it off, picking it up, at least something like that. But I would love to get the process of them actually dipping it into the tank. So there's that option. The other option is the Bauer surface conditioning tool. So that, I mean, it would do it. The problem would be, you know, areas like in here, there's no way I can get in there, right? Where the dipping would take everything in every crevice, and so on. And, you know, I'm gonna try to salvage as much of this as possible. We do have, hopefully the light comes in, we do have a mouse house that was up in here. We have some rust here, that honestly I would benefit from dipping, to have them just, you know, get all of that out of there. That way we could treat it and repair it and so on. But yeah, I'm kind of talking myself into dipping it. But to dip this is probably a couple $1,000s. So, you know, there is that expense, but you get back a perfect body. And I know 80% of you are going to tell me, you can save all that money and not dip it and not do anything and just Poppy's patina this damn thing and put a motor in it and you're rocking. And just leave it the way it sits right now with some clear coat. And man, I get it. I get it. But, I mean, the reality of this is, I mean, it needs some work, right? Like, I need cab corners. There's some rust repair that just absolutely has to happen for structural stability and this, that, and the other. And I like painted cars. I love the patina look. If I could have bought this as a, you know, a turquoise and white or a black or something like that, you know, where it's patinaed but it's still in good shape, there's not holes, you know, rust in places like, you know, just absolutely have to do something with, like here. I mean, I don't have to do anything there, but I think I should. I would leave it, honestly. But I just don't think it has a good enough patina to do that without it just looking like an old junk truck, right? So, and with what I want to do with this, I want to build this truck on this channel and show you every step of the way, okay? I want to take you to National Parts Depot in Ocala, which is an hour north of us. Do a shop tour of there with you guys. Pick up like that fender, any patch panels we need, anything that we need for this. Just do a big episode on that, right? Going to the dipping place if we do that. Doing a tour on that, showing you the process and understanding the pricing and how this all works. So if you guys want to dip your car or truck, you know where to go, right? Or you at least understand the process, because some of it does get a little complicated and sciencey. You know, I would really like to do this truck at a super high level. You know, really test our abilities here. I want to push ourselves, especially with, you know, putting the 5.9 Cummins in it. I think that is going to be not really a challenge per se, but it's probably going to be a challenge when it comes to the wiring and just, you know, some of the other things that go into the design of the truck. What front suspension, what spring rates, what, you know, how do we hold the weight, right? And still make it ride good, you know, what brakes to put on this thing, so on and so forth. So it'll actually stop and not get anybody killed. You know, I want this to be, as far as we're concerned here at Brown's Riding Custom, our best version of a 1958 Apache pickup truck that we can possibly build. And it wasn't a money thing. It wasn't any of that. It was, this is what we liked, what you guys liked for the most part. And I can't make everybody happy. I'm sorry, I'll do my best. And I would like to take this to either, I'd like to take it to an auction. For whatever reason, my dad is obsessed with auctions. And put a reserve on it so I don't lose my ass, and run it across the blocks. But I'd like it to be a solid enough, good enough candidate for a Friday or Saturday, you know, a Kissimmee, Barrett-Jackson, Mecum kind of thing, or Scottsdale even. I would love to take this to Scottsdale. Probably the Mecum and Scottsdale, or Barrett-Jackson, and, you know, run it across the blocks and film that whole process in the weekend, and see if it sells and what it sells for, and bring you guys along for all of that. I think that would be really cool. Something we've never done. We did my dad's flamed Model A, the one that's on the logo with the wings. That one we did take to the Orlando Mecum auction, 2002, 2003, something like that, and ran it through. This is before they were really big, and I mean, it did okay, but, you know, I want to be in basically an arena with tons of people and everybody bidding and having a good time and doing the whole deal. So, and I think honestly, with as hot as these trucks are, and with the diesel, with the paint scheme, with the monster brakes that are going to be on this, the custom chassis, the custom polished stainless steel 4-inch exhaust out the back, all the things, you know, I'm talking to one of my buddies that did my dad's interior in his Flame Model A. He's now, he's in Indiana. You guys got to remember, we used to live in Cincinnati, Ohio. Northern Kentucky, so it's actually Cutter's Custom Interior. They do really, really good work, and I'm talking to him about doing the interior on this. You know, that is not cheap by any stretch of the imagination, but it is a pickup truck, single cab, so that helps. It's not the 40 Ford, right? Which is, you know, there's a lot there. There's not much here, but I do want door panels. I do want a headliner. I want a custom bench seat, which is basically 2 buckets with an armrest kind of thing. I want that in there with a bench bottom. You know, I'm thinking a really slick, probably Dakota Digital or something to that effect, gauge cluster. I'm I want the chrome steering column, tilt steering column with the column shift, and have all that, you know, where this is slick. We're going to dynamat it. We're going to you know, put a pretty badass sound system in this. I want it to be a fun truck that you look at and from any angle, whether you stand underneath it with a mirror, you stand above it with a, you know, with a drone or something, you know, I mean, this thing just looks badass from any angle, and that's kind of where I'm going with this. So I think I've talked myself into dipping it in this video, to be completely honest with you. So anyway, that's what I'm thinking here. I'm going to do my best to save these fenders and the grill and the bumpers, and I'm going to try to use all of this. The doors, the glass obviously will get swapped out. I am going to use this fender for sure. I'm going to have it dipped if I do the dipping. The bed rails will get dipped. I will probably replace, just because they're rough, the strips here in the bed. Obviously the wood, but the metal strips will probably get new. And I think I'm going to replace this panel and the tailgate. It's just pitted pretty bad. It's had a rough life. But I'm going to get the exact same ones that are there, right? Chevrolet, you know. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you guys think, whether I should attempt to strip the paint off of this with my Bauer surface conditioning tool and spend I'd probably have weeks in it getting all this off, if I could get it all off, and or would you guys rather see us disassemble this, load it up on the car trailer, drive it to that place, to the dipping place, and drop it off, do a shop tour, you know, when they go to actually dip it, maybe be there to get some footage of that, or maybe they can send us some cell phone footage or something, if we can't be there, and you know, kind of go through that process. I'm feeling like you're going to tell me to dip it or not do anything to it and just clear coat it, but that's what we're thinking we're gonna do here, guys. So anyway, I'm rambling. I'm gonna stop talking. You guys have yourself a great night. Thank you for watching Brown's Rod and Custom. Please keep liking and subscribing. The channel's doing great. We're really picking up, and we appreciate everything. And I will do my best. I got a feeling some of you are really going to be interested in how she does the seats, how that process goes. I'm going to get some footage of that over the next few days, and I'll post a video on that, specifically on that, so you guys can see it. Anyway, guys, have a great night. Thanks for watching Brown's Rod and Custom.